What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a Heart's Desire reading for the sign of Aries. Okay, Aries, you guys are last but not least during the zodiac lineup for Group 3. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So let's take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. I feel like I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle for you guys. I did kind of sit in your energy for a bit. Took me a couple of tries to get this reading done for you guys. So it could be a lot of maybe some confusion going on as far as you guys trying to make decisions about something. Okay. So I'm gonna just go ahead and shuffle for you guys. Not really sure, as you can see, this Nine of Swords is right here. So possibly having some insomnia, restless nights, if you will. Okay. Go ahead and cut by 3 and we'll see what's going on with you guys. So you know how this goes. I'm going to do 1 from the top, which is for your present energy. 1 from the bottom, which is for your past energy, and then 1 energetically from the middle. And I think I'm gonna go here with it. And it took me a minute, so a couple of choice cards were kind of sticking out. So we'll look at the bottom of the deck momentarily to see what the overall outcome is for this particular energy. Okay, so let's see what you guys have, Aries. We have 3 of Wands for your present energy. Okay, we have the Chariot, which also came out in Aquarius's reading, but it was in the present energy. This is now moved to your past energy. Okay. And then future energy is 2 of Cups. Okay, 2 of Cups. So, interesting energy. Their reading kind of ended on a note in regards to relationships and coming together in their oracle. Okay, so for you guys, it's almost like, as usual, kind of piggybacking off of your signs. That are with you in Group 3 for the zodiac lineup. Okay, so let's hit on this 3 of Wands. Okay, 3 of Wands is usually talking about finally making somewhat of a progress, if you will, in a firm foundation. Okay, the final overall outcome in Aquarius was 6 of Wands. So if we're talking about piggybacking off of them, it's been reduced down to a half, and here we are with 3 of Wands. Okay, where you're trying to be motivated in a way towards whatever your victory is. Okay, so 3 of Wands is usually just, like I said, setting somewhat of a foundation and missing that last wand. Okay, as we see here, we have 3 columns kind of sitting in water, if you will, with a horizon in the background and a ball bouncing from one stand to another. Okay, and so I feel like this is about progression. Okay, is where you are right now. So your progression based off of this past energy of being the Chariot, Cancer energy, water sign. Okay, you don't have to be dealing with a water sign, but it's just an honorable mention. It could be in your birth chart. Maybe moving forward or finally getting, like Aquarius, the go ahead to move forward. And so in a sense, I'm feeling this energy of maybe moving past something. Okay, since this is in your past placement, your past energy. Okay, and you're not really starting over, but I think you're finally maybe healing from something in your past, with this 3 of Wands being in your present energy. Okay, so maybe finally getting the notion to move past some previous hurts that you may have had in your life, with this Chariot moving forward in past. Okay, so crazy how it sounds, but moving past your past to get to your present and moving forward. Okay, creating more firm foundations. Okay, in the sense of, because of this Two of Cups coming up, okay, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, which is in your future placement. You've got two people here, cross arm linked, drinking out of, cups, and they have these circles above their head, kind of bouncing ideas off of each other. Okay, so either you're in partnership with someone or about to be in partnership with someone, not in the sense of a relationship. Um, for some of you, for others, it could be a relationship. Okay, it's just too soon to tell, type vibe. Okay, so you could be, like I said, maybe already in something, Aries, and are finally, maybe that person has finally checked off all the boxes of what it is, what your standard is, and you're able to finally say, okay, I feel like I can move forward safely in loving this person. Okay, that's for some of you. It's not going to be for everybody. Now, for others of you, like I said, it could be a partnership in a business sense, or maybe just a friendship, kind of changing, the dynamic of the friendship changing, because we have 5 circles, bouncing between the two heads in this card for this Two of Cups. Okay, and so it could be a change of a relationship where it evolves, which is part of, Aquarius's reading. Okay, so like I said, kind of piggybacking off of their energy. Okay, so let's see what's at the bottom of the deck for the overall energy. And it is a Three of Swords. Okay, why, Aries? Why? Why? I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing at this result. Okay, Three of Swords. Three of Swords is usually talking about some type of hurt. Okay, and so again, you could be moving in the past, wanting to move past something, just so that way you won't have this hurt. Okay, but it could be a situation of something either evolving or disevolving, in the sense of breaking away. Okay, or there's been some turmoil, within your energy. Okay, like I said, I felt confusion. It took me multiple tries to get this reading started, so it could be in regards to some kind of turmoil, in the sense of trying to determine whether or not if you want to evolve a relationship, but you're afraid to because of, how things went in the past, not with the same person, but, a similarity, to a previous relationship. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get into these clarifiers. All right, I'm gonna do one from the top, one from the bottom, and then one energetically from the middle for the Two of Cups. I'm gonna go here. Again, multiple choices in these cards. Whenever I have a hard time picking one, it means there's multiple energies, or I feel like it's more so a multiple thought process of you kind of overthinking. Okay, Aries. So, in regards to having issues with overthinking, I would, here is a shameless plug for my Etsy shop. Some things that I would suggest to you, if you're a novice in spirituality, I do have meditation oils, that are pretty helpful, in the sense of any overthinking you may be going through. You may want to use Sanctuary. It helps with that, especially overthinking in a negative connotation. If you want to remember the good things that you want to pursue or have had in your life, regardless of what it is, whether it's relationships or connections of some sort, or just experiences in life, then remembrance would be the best suited for you. Um, as far as past hurts or traumas in love and relationships, flourish would be the best as far as for self love. Okay. Now, those are three different oils. Not saying that you have to choose one out of those three. If you wanted to, you could buy all three and use them at different points of the day. Okay. Or during the week. Flourish could be something that you use daily during the daytime, and then hit yourself with a little bit of remembrance before bed to kind of calm your mind a little bit and stay positive, and again push those memories of good thoughts. And then sanctuary could be something that you use maybe on a day that you have off to do some meditations, or on Sundays. Um, Almost kind of as like a holy oil, if you will, or anointing. Um, you could also use the ancestral blessing spray as just a protector over your entire house and over your energy. You can spray it over yourself. It's very calming. It does have clove. Um, it does have bergamot, about 9 essential oils, just to name a few. And it's really good as far as like maybe centering yourself. You can spray it 3 times over yourself. Um, or spray it in your home, in all 4 corners of your home, if you're blessing your home with it. But really, really good spray. I love that spray a lot. Took me a lot of time to get the right essential oils together to mix with it. And it also deodorizes too. Like anything you have in your home, you just spray it and it definitely kills the odor like right then and there. Okay. But that's, just a little side trick with the spray as well. Purify Mentally is one of the candles that I have that has eucalyptus and mint, which would help with some clarity in your mindset. So you could light that and use that for a meditation. Don't burn it for a really long time. I would just suggest maybe for about 30 minutes or so, and then just, let the intent flow. Okay. And probably a selenite crystal would be useful as well to clear any negative energy out from you. Okay, just a few things that are in my shop that would probably help you. The link will be in the description box below. Okay, you can also go to my About Me page and you can get directly to the shop from there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into these clarifiers for you guys. For your present energy, we have the 3 of materials. Okay. For your past energy, there is the Hermit, Virgo energy. Okay. Then we have the Chariot again. Okay. Now, I shuffled this deck before I started your reading. You guys are second to have the double Chariot in your reading. Okay. Aquarius also had the double Chariot in their reading as well. Okay. So, a lot of energy going on. You are sharing a lot with Aquarius, okay? And so I don't know if you have Aquarius in your chart, or maybe you're around an Aquarius, and there could be, some issues there that need to be hashed out, okay? So let's go ahead and get into this clarifying energy, all right? So the 3 of materials, which go figure, Aquarius had in the same placement, they had 4 of Pentacles. You have 3, so it's reduced. Okay, again. So 3 of materials is usually talking about some type of collaborative effort with others. Okay, or rebuilding. 3 of Cups is more so about. I'll correct myself here. 3 of Cups is normally about communing with others. Three of Pentacles is about rebuilding. Okay, so you got three here twice. Okay, um, with this progress that you're making with the Three of Wands, you have six coming up here. You're going to have to work a little bit harder, Aries, for whatever it is you're trying to achieve. Okay, it feels as though this energy of feeling like there's some kind of a setback, and that kind of plays off of Aquarius getting a Five of Cups in their reading, in their main storyline. Okay, and so you guys are kind of again continuously piggybacking with the need to pretty much rebuild. Okay, rebuild and move forward. You're taking a setback. It's time for you to press forward in the sense of it can be done. It just means you have to work a little bit harder. Okay, with this Three of Materials here. Okay, so something happened that caused somewhat of a setback, but you're pushing forward through it. You're not letting it really dictate your success. However, you know, your heart is a little bit broken in something. Okay, maybe a decision that was made. Okay, that reflects or kind of dampens your present energy. Okay, or what you thought you could possibly do. Okay, so past energy, we have the Chariot with the Hermit. Okay, the Hermit usually speaks about some form of isolation in a way, almost like a loner, if you will. You have this person sitting in the desert with a sun in a far background in a tree, with some, you know, light trail of markings, as far as it doesn't look like steps, but it just looks like little black splotches, if you will, throughout the sand. Okay, but needing some time alone, some form of isolation. Okay, these two signs, Cancer and Virgo, mixed together, it almost is like, doesn't, it's an honorable mention, but it's this energy of past energy of someone moving forward and someone wanting to stay still. Okay, and really evaluate things. Okay, and kind of trying to figure out where to go and where to be in the midst of making a decision. Okay, I don't feel like this was really you. I feel like this was possibly people around you trying to push you to move, but you weren't ready to move. Okay, and so that may be the cause of part of you having to rebuild. Okay, not really your energy in this past energy. It could be possibly this vibe of people you looked up to, or people you were working with possibly in the past, and someone always, you know, available to be there, and then another person not really. Okay, wanting someone else's help, to compensate for someone else moving forward possibly, and not really getting the same result. And so kind of your motto, Aries, is, you know, I can do bad all by myself, and if I want something done, I got to do it myself if you want it done right. Okay, so kind of that vibe. Okay, hopefully that makes sense, but that's the vibe that I'm feeling when it comes to this past energy. Not really you, but people that were around you. Okay, so let's get into this future energy for you, Aries. Like I said, double Chariot coming up. Okay, feeling as though you want to move forward and maybe move past some things, and maybe just clear out some air. Okay, again, maybe you wanting to walk away or someone else wanting to walk away. I also get this vibe, side note, of maybe a third party sticking their nose somewhere that it didn't belong, and so causing some issues. Okay, and so you may have to, if you feel like you're the third wheel, then it may be time for you to kind of like, you know, move on and move forward. um, especially as they may say it's too many chiefs in the group, okay? And so you may have to lead out on your own, okay? Um, I also get this vibe of a conversation, if you will, because these two together, it's like I'm seeing this vibe of three people or more, maybe talking in a group, and you've got some great ideas. As you can see, the beam of light coming from the solar plexus, okay? Maybe you have a lot of ideas, and people aren't not really talking behind your back, but it's like little, murmurs, if you will. Um, and not really, vibing with you. Okay. It's like you stand alone in this. All right. It's something you may have to do by yourself. All right. And so there could be talks, things of that nature. I don't feel like it's negative. It's not negative. It's just, best word I can say, speculation. Okay. Speculation. So again, possibly, feeling some heartache because you may have to end connections with certain people that are not for your highest good. This has kind of been floating around in different signs since I've done readings this month. So you may be in there with, like, I don't know, maybe Capricorn, maybe Cancer or Libra, as far as the energy that's here. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck to clarify this Three of Swords. And it's Nine of Voices with Ace of Cups underneath, okay, of the Three of Swords. Nine of Voices is Nine of Swords. We saw it when we were shuffling the first deck, and now here it is again, okay? So something is rubbing you the wrong way. Again, like I said, maybe some hearsay has been said. Someone said something that they really shouldn't have because they didn't have all the information. And so there is an Ace of Cups here where it will possibly bother you enough, Aries, to talk about it, okay, with a particular person. And so I think the discussion will be more so in the sense of understanding if someone doesn't want to be a part of something anymore, and wants to go out on their own, or vice versa, and that there will always be love there, okay, in the sense of just the connection itself, or if they ever need anything type vibe, you may offer that, okay? But without really getting too, digging too deep into this, because there's a lot of mess. And I'm not trying to get into it. Y'all know how I am. If there's negative energy, I am not trying to be a part of it. I don't like to sit in the energy for too long, and I don't like to dig. And so that is what I'm feeling when it comes to this spread here, okay? So let's go ahead and get into your final decision with this Heart Oracle, okay? For Aries collective, like I said, just be forthright, be honest, don't let it really plague you too much, especially if it's a decision that you made primarily for yourself, okay? Anything that you do should be for you, Aries, not because of someone else, okay? So if it was an idea that you had that you put forward, hopefully you did it for the right reasons and more so for yourself than anything, okay? Anything that we do has to start with a good premise as to why. And it should be, selfless, and it should be genuine, okay? Not forcing anyone else to be a part of something that you created, okay? People should be able to, do it as they want to. And people's, ideals or wants change, okay? They're allowed to do so. They're human, okay? So, at the bottom of the deck, we have feeling alone, okay? Feeling alone, number 5, okay? 5 making another appearance in your reading, like I said, with these 5 circles above the 2 of Cups, bouncing back and forth. Feeling alone has not really came up that much in readings, but enough for me to take notice. So you need to change your mindset, okay? You are feeling alone. It has a person, kind of gives me that hermit vibe again, where we have this person kind of seeing a house in the distance. There is a moon there in a valley, with a moat kind of in between where they are in the little hut, and they're holding a lantern. And so you kind of feel at a distance from certain people, again, maybe because mindsets or opinions have changed from what you originally thought could happen. And again, like I said, things can always change. There's always room for change, and there's always a chance for change. You just have to be able to move and roll with the punches, okay? So we're going to go to page 85. Which equals out to 13, which equals out to 4, okay? You do have lead underneath, okay, which is the number 4, which pretty much is telling me that you guys have to protect your energy, protect what you hold dear, okay, which is, you know, any connection that speaks more volumes than others, you should protect, okay? And not let anyone try to cause any disarray, okay, in any of your connections, okay? And whatever you feel is, you know, necessary to speak on, you should do so, okay? But from a place of understanding and compassion, okay? So it says here, feeling alone, your keywords are lack, abandoned, insecurity, and support. True love and emotional support may seem lacking at this time. This card suggests a period of feeling lonely or abandoned. You may think that no one understands you or your needs or even cares about you. Perhaps someone you turn to for support has deserted you, or a hoped for love has rejected you. Your insecurities may rise to the surface to overwhelm you at this time. All that you desire may seem unattainable. Don't let your confidence be shaken. There are lessons in everything, and know that this difficult period is only temporary. Your spirit guides and the divine support you. Talk with them about how you're feeling and what you need right now. Also seek the support of those friends and family who are there for you. Help is at hand, you just don't see it. Be careful because depression feeds upon itself. Lift yourself out of it by doing something physical. Take a walk, exercise, sing, or even volunteer your time. You will feel better, and in doing so, will attract happiness into your life. Okay? So, lead by example, okay? Regardless of who's there to watch, lead yourself, okay? This is only temporary. This small moment of feeling abandoned, okay, which you're never alone. You always have someone, you know, around you. You just have to be willing to let them in, okay? So, you do have surrender to your full power showing up here in the power of surrender, okay? We're going to shuffle this 3 times to get your final message of support or advice within the situation. Don't overwork your mind, Aries, as you do have a tendency of doing so when you're not sure if there's, you know, anywhere to go but up from here, okay? Don't stay in depression or, like it said, insecurities. Reach out for support where you need it, okay? As that Ace of Cups is on the underside, and try your best not to, give anyone a guilty conscience about the decisions that they've made if they're no longer wanting to be involved in something, okay? Surrender to wonder and awe. Surrender to wonder and awe. It says, open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. Okay? Open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. Okay? So stay driven, okay, to find things of new wonder and to be in awe of everything around you, okay, about life in general, okay. Um, you do have an abundance of creativity and you are able to do so. Maybe you need some time alone to find that wonder and awe again, okay, Aries? So that is all that I have for you guys today. We do have one more reading coming up soon for you guys. So until then, peace.